Financial planning is, was, and will be one of the most important aspects in your career move. Especially if you're an international student moving abroad and planning to cover all your study costs and your accommodation, groceries, and whatnot, financial planning is one thing that will keep you on your feet. And that is why in this video, I'm going to take you guys through 5 financial plan steps that I took as an MBA student here in the UK that not just helped me in saving thousands of pounds, but also helped me in paying my own rent, in paying my own in having my own accommodation, as well as in living a peaceful life as an international student here in the UK. So with this, let's get started. The first thing I did was having or making my rent as low or as minimum as possible. And I did this by taking a sharing accommodation, sharing housing. That is a 5 BHK. It was a 5 BHK sharing accommodation that was away from the university. Now houses that will be near the university will be really costly. What you can do is move a bit outside of the university and see if you can get sharing accommodations that are really affordable. I had to pay just £320, which is 32,000 just in Indian rupees, and literally I used to pay this back when I was working in Bangalore back there in India. So if I compared it to that of the UK, it was like really minimum for me. So I did that, and parallelly I was checking the university accommodations, the cheapest, because I wanted the cheapest university accommodation. Now in the UK, every university has university accommodation, but they are basically segregated based on from cheapest to the highest based on the price range. They are segregated. So I wanted the cheapest one because I wanted to keep my rent as low as possible, as I said. So I was waiting for the cheapest one, and after 3 months during the transition period of September to Jan, when a lot of students are getting graduated and new batches coming, a lot of the rooms get waited during that time. So you can easily, I easily got a room. So you can also try your luck that way or go for sharing accommodation. Now with this, I have pasted a link in the description of Amber Housing Experts. They are one of the best here in the UK to help you sort your accommodation. Now why I'm saying this is because I myself tried it for my younger sibling, and it is a hassle-free process. They help you, and also at the moment they have some cashbacks, discounts going on. And the best part is they have all ranges, like from affordable to, from cheapest to the highest range of accommodations. Everything is available with them. So you should once check Amber Housing Experts. Again, the link is pasted in the description below for you to have a hassle-free look and for you to also get some cashbacks and discounts, which is actually good amount now. So for you to get those cashbacks and discounts, do check out the link in the description. And as I said, try to keep your rent as minimum as possible. So this was the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did was, so I read a lot of psychology books, and psychology of money is something that I followed when I came here in the UK, that having 2 bank accounts. Now one I have is Monzo. Link is pasted in the description if you don't know what Monzo is. Monzo is just like a student card. The way we have Paytm back in India might not be a correct example, but the way it is done like a student friendly card, and it is really easy. You get it within a day, within a week. So one I had was Monzo, which I have till date. Again, link in the description. And the other I had was the one of the local bank account card. For example, HSBC, Nationwide, Lloyds, or there are many local bank accounts. Now I used to keep minimum amount in Monzo, and maximum I used to transfer into the HSBC or the local account that I have as of now. So what was used to happen is, whenever I used to go out, so that is basically a psychology of money that I used to follow, that is having minimum like whenever you open your card, you see the minimum bank account, so you don't lure into that distraction of buying this and buying that, which is common when you come to the UK, because you'll see a lot of stuff that you never saw back in your own country. So you'll see this, and that is how it used to operate. It used to work for me, and eventually it helped me save a lot at the end of my tenure in my local bank account. So that actually worked for me. And this psychology of money is something that you could also follow, that having 2 bank accounts, one the student friendly one Monzo, and second any local, and having the minimum in the one that you use on a regular day, that is having the minimum amount in Monzo and transferring the maximum in the local bank account, which is not something that you carry on an everyday basis. So this was tip number 2. Next is having a clear and the sorted 20-40 hour segregation for your part-time jobs. Now, for all the international students, there are 2 opportunities that you have: 20 hours during the term time and 40 hours during the off-term time. Now, the main thing that I see with a lot of students here is they don't have their timetable handy before the end of the semester, so they end up missing all those days wherein they could work for 40 hours. What you can do here is ask your or request your university for the timetable, or try to download the tentative timetable from the website itself. Every university will have it. If you are enrolled into the university, you can download and tie up a tentative timetable and make a note of reporting this to the place where you're working, or to the shift manager, or to the store manager, or to whomsoever the senior the one who is so senior to you, to let them know that you will be available for 40 hours during this time. Like for example, I was working in McDonald's when I came here in the UK. So I had my timetable handy. I requested for the timetable, and the time during which I could work for 20 hours, I worked for 20 hours, and the time during which I was allowed for 40 hours, I eventually requested like a month before to my store and the shift manager, saying that I can work for 40 hours from this time to this time, and they'll ask you for your timetable. You can submit the tentative timetable, but make sure you don't miss the opportunity, even one day opportunity of working for 40 hours, because in this way you'll end up saving a lot of money, because at the end of the day, when your term is going on, you are only allowed for 20 hours. So why not to just take the maximum benefit when it is allowed for you to work for 40? Fourth thing that I did was bulk grocery shopping. So this sounds weird, but yes, I used to go to Asda and Sainsbury and have, like, in UK things don't get like stale, or things don't this is not a tropical humid climate wherein you'll see things deteriorating. So I used to get my bulk groceries from all these stores, like 10 kgs and 10 kgs 15 kgs kind of groceries. Even coconut oil, I used to bring 5 kg coconut oil just for I literally use it just for hair oiling. Still I used to bring 5 kg, because I used to save a lot on these bulk shoppings from the groceries out there. So if you do bulk shopping and if you just store them, you'll end up saving a lot in terms of groceries. So you are sorted in terms of the shelter, you can save in terms of groceries, and what next? Clothing, right? So next step, that is step number 5, is based on your shopping or the clothing needs that you have. First of all, Primark is one of the cheapest stores that you will see here in the UK. So if you need anything urgently, you can see stores like Primark, wherein you can just go and shop things. But otherwise, there are two options. One is, like, here in the UK, there's a system called there are basically stores with like Oxfam or Cancer Research, or a lot of these charity shops, what we call concept of charity shops, wherein a lot of good clothes are available. I have done a video. I literally have shown a video or done a video on this, and the link is somewhere here. You can just see the video. The quality of the clothes are really very, very good, because people don't give torn clothes or stale, bad conditions, clothes in bad conditions as a charity here. No, people give good clothes as charity here. So if you shop from Oxfam, Cancer Research, or any of those charity shops, you'll end up saving a lot. Otherwise, wait for the sales. Christmas sale, that is 1 week before the Christmas, is the biggest time of the year. I have taken in the last Christmas, I took a jeans of just £5, like literally £5. And if you're here in the UK, you will understand that £5 is literally nothing. You just get a coffee in £5, and I got like jeans and t-shirts and good quality stuff. So wait for sales. There are summer sales, there are winter sales, and Christmas sales is one of the biggest of the years. So save all your money for the sales, and if you need something like that, go to the charity shops, or go to something like Primark, wherein you could end up saving a lot. So these are the five major steps I did to basically manage my finances, and I eventually ended up saving a lot. Financial planning is, as I said, is one of the most important aspects that you should know before coming to the UK or before going to any other country in the world, because that will eventually help you save a lot and plan your future likewise. And for more such informative videos, do subscribe, and thank you so much for all your love.